Hello students, today we are going to study about the John Donne's famous poem Go and Catch a Falling Star. Before we start this poem, we should have a look on John Donne's life. Okay? John Donne, who born in 1572 and he died in 1631, was both a poet and divine. He was brought up as a Roman Catholic but joined the Church of England and rose to be the Dean of St. Paul Cathedral. His poems range from deeply religious pieces to coarse secular ones. They include lyrics, sonnets, elegies, satires, and epigrams. He is recognized as the greatest of the so called metaphysical poets, whose work was full of unconventional and far fetched images and conceits, drawn from the most unlikely sources. His own poems show these in abundance, but also exhibit a dramatic power and an individuality that have made him very popular with present day poets. Okay, now we focus on our poem. This poem's name is Go and Catch a Falling Star. In this poem, John Donne is expressing his thoughts about woman. He says that women are not constant, they are unfaithful. Woman who is beautiful cannot be faithful. In the first stanza, the poet is telling 7 impossible tasks to be fulfilled by a person who is an interlocutor. He says, Go and catch a falling star. Is this possible? No, it is not possible to catch a falling star because we know that stars are very huge, very big in size, they cannot be caught. Get with child a mandrake root. Then he is using a myth here in this line. He is saying that beget a children with a mandrake root, which is even impossible task for anybody to perform. Here we should know that what is mandrake root. Mandrake root is a kind of herb which has a shape of man, or we can say a woman. It has legs like woman. So poet is here saying that go and get with child a mandrake root. In the third line, he is saying, tell me where all past years are. Nobody can tell this. Where the past days has gone is not known to anybody. They have gone means gone. Nobody can tell this. Where are they? Or who cleft the devil's foot? Here in this line, he is again using a myth that devil's foot is cloven or split into parts like a hoof, as some animals has, as goat, sheep, etc. He is saying here that tell me the person's name who cleft the devil's foot. Then again he is saying, teach me to hear mermaids singing. Mermaids singing. Mermaids, as all of we know, what is mermaids? Mermaids are the women which has shape, body shape of which has shape of a woman. Below waist they are fish, and upper of their waist they are woman. So here he is saying that please teach me how can I hear mermaids singing, which is also an impossible task, or to keep off envy's stinging. Then he is saying that how can I keep off from envy's stinging. As we all know, envy stings everyone. Everyone feels jealous. Now he here saying that please tell me the way by which I can keep off myself from envy. And then the seventh and the last impossible task he is giving, he is saying, and find what wind serves to advance an honest mind. Here in this line he is saying that honest persons always lag behind of the corrupt, unwise, foolish, greedy, etc. He is saying that what wind or what circumstances which helps an honest mind in his advancement. This is an also impossible task which cannot be fulfilled by anyone. Here we can say that in this first stanza, the poet John Donne is describing about woman's inconsistency, her faithlessness, and comparing it to 7 impossible tasks. Okay, thank you.